We'll be reviewing the Nature Nest 270 degrees awning. I chose today a very windy day to properly review, test, give you guys, my personal pros and cons and opinion on this particular investment of mine. First step is going to be setup. I'm going to first set up the camera on the new tripod that I got for you guys. I'm trying to make these things better, and less wonky, so you guys can have a better perspective of the things that I'm talking about. I'm going to be explaining the process of the setup, my particular process, how I learned to do it, how I do it, which serves me well so far. I'm going to then discuss what I like, what I don't like, some tips. I'm going to give you my personal score on the item. What do I think about it? Do I think I did a good investment or not? And out of 10 stars, what do I personally give it? I am a little bit, I have a lot of expectations. So my score may not match yours. Yours might be more loose. You might find it better, or maybe you are harder than me and you find it worst. And lastly, I'm going to put it all back together, back to storage mode, explain how I do it. And I hope with this video you guys can have a general idea of this particular 270 degrees awning, how it behaves with decent wind. I'm gonna measure the wind to get exact, well, not exact, but the measurements that I get or that I'm expecting with gust and constant wind based on the weather app that I have. But it should give you a pretty good idea of how it behaves and the things that you might do or might have to do just to counter the wind. But that's pretty much it, okay? And I hope that this video serves you guys as an example, for anybody who is thinking about buying this kind of awning. Most of them are fairly similar. Most of them are more robust. Actually, most of them are less robust. This one is pretty good, and I explain why. But I hope this serves you well, that helps you pull the trigger or maybe save your money and look for something else. Let me set up the camera and we'll go and start the video. All right, friends. We and by we I mean me. I had to change direction because the wind it picked up. It was at 35 miles per hour gusts. It is now at a steady 25 and gusting at 43. So I had to stow back, turn around, and be in favor of the wind rather than against it, because against it, it was gonna just rip it. I mean, I saw the limit. The limit is definitely 35. Anything above 35, stow it. So that's the first one right there, right? Like anything above 35, don't do it. Even right now that I'm in favor of the wind, I decided to use my cord down to a stake. Every single cord position I used, minus one. There's one here that I didn't use that I honestly don't need to use it, to be honest with you. I could use this one. I could also use this one per pole. Right now we're still good, but it is blowing. I mean, we got 40, 43, 45 miles an hour gust right now. I mean, look at the trees, okay? It's going. But anyhow, we're making it. We're still good. Things that I like. Well, I like the fact that it's taking the wind. I never tested it this way. That's the first. It's taking it. Like I said, it's pretty strong, right? Like, look at these stringers. I mean, that's strong. Good welds. Really good welds. I mean, they're tacked rather than ran, but that's okay. Really good welds right here at the hinges. Hinges are strong. First thing that I didn't like was this end bolts right here. They're coming loose. They were coming loose, no longer. They were coming loose. I Loctite them down, so that's the first no-no. I like the lights. I like the fact that it has tensioners in case it's raining, so you literally just peel this back, the cover back, and stage the tensioner. That way the water doesn't just pull this down. It creates channels that the water just decides to like just rain down. Okay, so I like that. I like the fact that each stringer has lights with easy connectors right here with cover, and here are your on and off buttons and changing the light colors and whatnot. You can change them to red, you can change them to white. What else I don't like? I don't like the fact that, although partially is my fault, I could say partially is design, and what I'm talking about is the gap. There is a gap here, right? There is a gap. I don't know if you guys can see it. And if it rains, water is gonna go through that gap. Okay, water is gonna rain down. That's something that what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the rail of my tent and have somewhat like loops attached with bolts against the rail, and through those loops I'm just gonna make a vinyl that then attaches with either magnets or Velcro on top of the awning. Therefore, the water when it rains, it should flow on top of it rather than falling through here. That's design flaw number 2 that I don't like about this. Design flaw number 3, and I don't think it's a design flaw necessarily. I think it deals more with the fact that it's a 4Runner / Hilux, because the gate, right, like the rear door opens upwards rather than sideways, and that allows only for so much opening. You still reach, but it's not fully open. Personally, for my truck, that's a minus. That's minus 3. Positives, I like a lot of things about it. First of all, I mean, he just took a beating and he took it like a champ. Second of all, I can reach. I like this. I can reach my tent through here. I can reach my tent up there when I deploy my tent. Right, that's pretty cool. So I don't have to close my awning to reach my tent. I like that. I like the fact that the cover is really good. The attachment is really sturdy, really good. I like the material. It's actually pretty good. And I also like the fact that it has a Velcro that runs all the way around in case you guys want to add that extra layer to close the, to have that privacy or bugs / mosquitoes protection, weather protection. Definitely check your weather channel, check your apps. If you're running more than 30 miles an hour, don't deploy it. Don't deploy it, you're running a risk. I ran my risk. He took it, but I don't regret it. Anything above 35, I don't do either. I had to change in favor of the wind. I was against the wind, and it looked really. In one moment, it looked pretty ugly. So I'm going to close the. I'm gonna close the tent so you guys can see me closing the tent. Oh, man, look at that wind. I mean, it's blowing. I'm gonna close the tent so you guys can see me how fast I close the tent. You saw me how fast I can open the tent. And then, fine, I'll give you a final summary on it with points, minus and plus, and what's my total score. I hope you dig this video so far. Let me reset. Let me put my camera on my tripod, and I will start closing down and doing the stowage of this awning. Alright guys, everything's stowed back in place. We are done with this particular experiment. Wow, I was not counting with the wind to pick up this badly. Nevertheless, I think nothing gets better than something like this to actually test and give a review of a product, right? Like, if this was a bad product, I think that awning would have been probably somewhere around there by now, and it's not. I did have to be smart about it and change my positioning in favor of the wind, because I don't wanna ruin $800 worth of an awning, to be honest. Plus, also you have to be realistic, right? If you counter this situation where you have when you set up against the wind and the wind starts picking up, well, now you know what you can do. You can turn around, face your awning in favor of the wind, and we were doing 43, 45 miles per hour winds, and some moments fairly steady. Like I thought stuff was coming down. So in essence, I show you guys the pros and cons. I think it is doable. There's some things that I can do, just like creating that impermeable vinyl section that connects from under the tent on top of the awning, that it would allow the rain to flow and not invade my internals. Now, one last thing that I don't like about any of these, because any 270 and above will be bulky, guys. It will be bulky. The elephant in the room that some of you guys know about is that you will lose your rear door. Do you really lose it? No, because you can force this up to a point where you can actually pull the door. Is it a pain in the rear end? Yes, it is. So that's the elephant in the room. The front, not so much. You just lift a little bit this part and the door comes out. Brackets, Nature Nest as of now do not have brackets for the twin suit. I don't like that, but you can make your own. I bought 4x4 by 3/8 thickness square tubing made out of aluminum, just to keep the metals the same. You're right, the Prince is aluminum, this is aluminum, want to keep it aluminum. And I use stainless steel bolts to bolt it all down, and then I use end caps to cover it and make it professional, or at least look professional. But what's cool about it is that if you have a third generation 4Runner or a Hilux like me, 4 inches is what you need, at least what I like, to separate the awning enough to where the awning, doesn't matter how much you shake and whatnot, will not be rubbing against the against your truck, against your paint, but also allows you enough space to be able to open the passenger door, or in your case the driver door. Also, Nature Nest sells these awnings for both sides, right? So this is gonna be pretty much a review for both, because it's the same thing. It's just that you're gonna choose the side awning that you need for your own vehicle. If it is a 4Runner, you need the other side. If it is a Hilux, you need this side for obvious reasons, all right? And if it is not obvious to you, it's because driver's side and the 4Runner is on this side, and you want a quick access on a Hilux is on the other side. Like the material, like everything else, I hate to lose my door, but I don't have passengers that will be riding in the back, and if I do, they just gotta come in from the other side. But I took all the seats because I'm making a platform and I'm making bedding and drawers, and I'm gonna be sharing those plans with you and sharing a video when I start constructing that and what the final product looks like. This is the end for this video. Like I said before, please subscribe if you liked it, if you learned something, if it helped you out. Please subscribe. I need the subscription, guys, to keep this channel going. This is all about helping you guys, sharing my experience, sharing my knowledge with the community, and hopefully helping you guys take smart decisions and have me pay for the wrong ones. So, you know, adios. See you later, alligator. You guys have fun out there off-roading and overlanding. I'm gonna pack up, go home, because this is getting ugly. It looks like it's gonna rain, and I'm gonna put cover on my truck, because my truck is my baby, and it only gets dirty when it has to get dirty. See you later. Thanks a lot.